In this video, we're going to show you how to clean the filters and also the control area of the M&R conveyors. First, we're just going to put on a mask. Make sure we're not breathing in any of the dust. And we're going to use a shop vac that has a brush on the end so that we can vacuum all the shirt lint and dust. But let's start identifying the areas that need to be cleaned. So here you can see there's some fan filters. Now these fans cool the control box in here. You can see the two fans there, and then you can see two more there. We need to make sure that all of those are vacuumed and cleared. You can see some dust accumulating there. We're going to vacuum all of that to make sure it's clear, getting good airflow. And we're also going to cut the main power to the machine so that we can vacuum that control board area. So here, this is the main power. Right now it's facing on. We're going to shut it off. This filter is the intake. So if this is clogged, no air can pass through and the burner won't ignite. So we need to make sure this is clear. Down below, that black handle, we're going to pull that outwards and we're going to look at that to see if there's dust in there. So this looks pretty clear generally. So we're going to put that back in, but we're going to start vacuuming the rest of this. I have a shop vac here with a brush attachment that we're going to use. Just like that. And we're going to start with these fan filters first. And we're just going to work our way all the way around and clean everything else. Everywhere where you see dust, you pretty much want to vacuum it. Even this stuff on the side here, that can get trapped in the fan filter, so we want to make sure all of that surrounding area is clean as well. Now we're going to work on vacuuming this bottom area here. You can see the dust comes off pretty easily as long as you go over it a couple times with the vacuum and the brush. And if you can't get the brush in this area, you can kind of use your hand to collect the dust and push it forward. this bottom grate, we're going to vacuum that grate, and then we're going to pull the grate out and vacuum the bottom area. Now that the exterior of this filter and this grate have been vacuumed, we're going to remove this right here. You pull upwards and then out. So up and then out. And now we're going to vacuum these components. Just be careful around these here. Make sure you're not pushing too hard against them. We just want to get any dust that's on top or around it so that we can constantly inspect the gauges, and also so that if we ever need to do any repairs, we have a clean area to work with. Just using my hand to push forward any of the hard to reach areas that I can't get to with the brush. We're going to put this cage back on. We're going to insert on those bottom, and then making sure to line up these sides right here. It's a little bit tricky. There we go. So now we're going to work our way around to this side here. We're going to vacuum all of the dust, and then we're going to work on the inside control panel. And now we're going to work on cleaning the inside control panel. So we're going to open it. There is a lock behind here, top and bottom. So we're going to vacuum along the bottom here because that's where dust accumulates. We're going to vacuum these fans right here, here, and here. And we can also vacuum some of the loose dust on the wires and contactors. We'll start with the bottom here. And again, as we're doing this, we want to be gentle, that we don't really disrupt any of the connections. So we've vacuumed as much of the loose dust as we can here. We don't want to, accidentally loosen any wires or bump anything. So we're really just trying to get the large pieces that are obstructing airflow and any large pieces that may, prevent some wires from making contact. But generally this is pretty clean. And as long as we do this regularly on a weekly basis, it will stay clean like this. So we want to show another type of filter that exists on some conveyor dryers. This is an older dryer and it has filters on the front end cap here. You can see a handle, and also the other side where this is the back side of the conveyor where the shirts come out of. The front side of the conveyor here, where press operators will put shirts down into the dryer, has this same type of filter. They call them end cap filters. So we're gonna check those just to see if there's any lint or dust accumulated in there as well. So this actually looks pretty clear. You can see this was cleaned recently, so we can actually put that back in. Even though that filter is clean though, we do want to vacuum all the lint here and even the lint on top of the dryer, because it will accumulate, and too much lint, can cause either health or safety issues. So we want to make sure we're cleaning those frequently. So we're gonna use the shop vac to clean that as well. You can put the extension on the shop vac just to make this a little bit easier. And it should only take a few minutes to do it if you're using the extension. So you're basically going to do this throughout the entire top of a conveyor dryer. This is the front side of the dryer where the shirts go in for curing. And you can see there's also an end cap right here. End cap filter. So we're just going to check this as well. This does have some dust, so we're going to vacuum that, and then we're going to put it back in.